What's up, everyone? It's your host, Ghost, coming to you live with another wonderful video. How is everyone doing today? Uh, I'm doing all right myself. Sorry about yesterday. I got home at like yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I got home yesterday at like what time? I got home at like 5 ish. Yeah, well 4:55 ish. But I thought I could take an hour nap, be good, and then come down and do the show. But the problem is, what happened was when I woke up, I was so goddamn tired that I just couldn't do it. Like I just needed to go and go back to sleep. So that's what I did. So that's why I had to cancel the show. I was planning to do it yesterday. I was all ready to go. Sorry, something's in my eye apparently. But then I actually got up and I was just I was so dog tired. And I'm not surprised because like while I was driving home, I was like almost falling asleep at the wheel. Um, so I was like super freaking tired. And I said, I have to go to bed. So that's what happened yesterday. So I'm sorry about, last minute cancel. It is what it is. What can you do? So, obviously, like I normally do, and I didn't see anything very interesting uh, going on yesterday. That's just that. So like I normally do, I do whatever I was planning to do the day before today. Um, so that's what I'm doing. Oh, sorry. For tomorrow, I'm planning to look at the GOP debates. We'll probably watch it together. I know it's going on live today. I don't even know what time it's going to happen, but I know it's happening live today. I don't have the time or the ability to really. Well, not that I don't have the time, not the ability, but I don't have the time to do it today because I was already planning to do this show. So I'll watch it tomorrow. I'll watch it, with everyone, with the, on Rumble or whatever. But yeah, I'll do. That's the plan for tomorrow's show. Um, no show Friday, no show Monday. I'm busy those days that I can't do the actual show. Um, so no show on those days. But yeah, so that's the plan for the rest of the week. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? I'm here. I am alive. For better or worse. Actually, there we go. There we go. Well, now I'm on Twitter. Yes, I'm live streaming on Twitter or X, I guess is it called now. So there we go. So now I got more people to talk to, I guess. Uh, more people to watch. Um, anyways, yeah, I figured I'd start trying on Twitter, see how that goes. All right. So what we're going to talk about is CNN. They're doing like their news thing in Iowa, or not Iowa, but they were doing a news thing, and realized that Trump has a lead, and they're realizing that Trump may win the general election, and I guess apparently they were panicking over it. So look at that. Um, and then there's this video on the Arizona border of just illegals just flooding through it. So we're gonna look at that too, and we'll hear my opinions because my opinions are the most important. Um, and then Andy No has received judgment on is it two, three, whatever the Antifa defendants who defaulted. Those are the ones that didn't go to trial and just said, we'll accept punishment or whatever, refused to respond or anything or whatever it was. For that attack he suffered. So the whoever remembers Antifa who defaulted. Andy Ngo has been awarded damages. I think it's 3. So he's received some money and damages over it. So, at least he's gotten something. And then, shockingly, we're heading into 2024, the election year, and Biden is having a renewed push for Americans in getting COVID-19 boosters. Real surprising. More on Biden is apparently he's been obstructing the GOP, or not him, not Biden specifically. Sorry, but the Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer has blasted every turn efforts to obstruct the GOP investigating into Biden. So we'll look at that. And then just for some breakup, we're going to look at Keanu Reeves and laugh how he's being scored or blasted by media for not being not having a 6-pack after being 60, and then we'll point at some interestingness, bias or whatever you want to call it, between Keanu Reeves and a certain gigantic whale. But yeah, that's the plan for the day. So let's get to it. All right, first things first. Let's get to this. All right, so let's listen to this. Gotta kick this open. Oh man.
Trump's lead is even larger. So these are 3 polls that were out over the last week. Look at these leads for Donald Trump. He's at 62% in the CBS News YouGov poll, 57% in Quinnipiac University, 53% in the Fox News poll. Look at where DeSantis is in all these polls. Look how far back he is. He doesn't crack 20% in any of them. So in Iowa, you have that 20-plus point lead for Donald Trump. That's actually smaller than the lead we see nationally, where we see these leads of 35, 40, near 50 points in this particular case. Of course, the primary is one thing. If Trump wins the primary, can he go on and win the general election? And we've had 3 polls that have come out over the last week here. And I want you to take a look at how close this race is at this particular point. Granted, the general election is over a year away. The largest lead for Joe Biden is just 3 points within the margin of error. No clear leader. Look at these. 1 point, 1 point. If you go back at where we were at this point 4 years ago, Joe Biden's lead was high single digits to low double digits. This is significantly closer than where we were 4 years ago. So this idea that Donald Trump can't win the general election, I want you to lose that idea. This race is very, very close, and Donald Trump is polling better right now than basically at any point during the entire 2020 cycle.
After 4 indictments.
After 4 indictments. It just doesn't really seem to matter.
That's fascinating.
Harry Ensign, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so there's that. Yeah, they mentioned, after 4 indictments. I would say, in my opinion, that it's because of those 4 indictments. Probably, that's probably a big contributing factor for it. Is those 4 indictments? They, everyone knows these are bullshit indictments. Like they're, although they may have like some sort of contributing factor, or not contributing factor, but they may in some way be somewhat legitimate. These are really like minor charges. If you're for some that are the legitimate ones, like they're minor charges, like misdemeanors. Like, is this really a felony type situation? I think a lot of people would agree when seeing a lot of these indictments. And then outright bullshit, like the Georgia one. And the American people are seeing these as what they are, is just attempts to prevent an opponent, a political appointment from going up for running basically. And I think that's what a lot of the American people see this as, and that's why you see these poll numbers. One second, I gotta respond to this. Sorry. What was I saying? So yeah, so those four indictments, and a lot of people are seeing this as what they are, like a political hack job, basically. And then another contributing factor, a very big contributing factor, is just look at how we were doing. PT or a BT, not PT, BT before Trump, and or sorry, no, BB before Biden, and then AB after Biden. So I mean, we have this very unique time in our history where we literally have, because it's been very unique that this circumstance is where we have a president that ran one prior. We saw the economy that he had. We saw how the country was, based on economy, the unrest, all that stuff. The factors basically of how the country was, how the world was with Trump in power, and now we've had almost we're getting to 4 years of Biden in power, and we see that we're a lot worse than we were before, at least in the country wise. I mean, gas is still ridiculously high. So it's a very unique thing that we have, because normally we would, I think there's only once, maybe twice in history where we've had a president that served 4 years, lost his reelection, and then could run again for his next reelection. I don't think that's happened very often in our history. So we've, the American people have had, time, not like they've had like a good amount of time, not 8 years of one administration, a new administration, and then another, so they've had 4 with Trump, almost 4 with Biden, and then they can see what could have, now they're looking at like, all right, what could the next 4 years be? I think that's another contributing factor, because I think we would all agree that we are a lot worse under Biden than we ever were under Trump. And we've also seen what it's like to have a leader that was, love him or hate him, Trump was at least exemplified a strong leader. You didn't have these geriatric shenanigans going on. You didn't see him falling, going upstairs, falling off a bike while not moving, walking around, stumbling. These really bizarre, weird comments, like like that other, like the video I did the other day where he was talking to he was doing a speech. I can't remember where, and he was telling the audience, he's like, and then for those kids, out there, for your kids out there or something, if you like ice cream, come to daddy, he knows, and something like that. It's some weird ass comments and shit like that. And you just look at the way Biden is and versus what Trump was. I mean, look, love him or hate him, Trump was, Trump at least exemplified a strong leader. And there's no new wars, no, bullshit that really happened during his administration when it came to like outside stuff. And then with Biden, well, you had the, Russia invading Ukraine. Now, could not blame Biden, could blame Biden, up to you. But I think more important, something you can blame on Biden is the pullout of Afghanistan, and losing, God, I can't even remember, but losing members while you're pulling out, and then having just such a terrible pullout, and then not only pulling out of Afghanistan, but also leaving all the equipment there so the Taliban can reign supreme again with new equipment. So a lot of these factors are what I think are contributing to Biden's low poll numbers and Trump's high poll numbers. But yeah, I think it's a very unique thing. Again, I think those 4 indictments are also really helping Trump. I don't think Trump would be as ahead if he wasn't being indicted, and if these were like indictments that were like people could be like, all right, I can see, okay, I could kind of agree with it. Not many people agree with these indictments. You get those hard never Trumpers that never really that would oh yeah, anything against Trump 100% good. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about those people that are like Trump fencers, where they're like, maybe, yeah, I mean, he did great, our gas was low, our economy was thriving, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, I mean, it's those people you got to really look to, and you'll see. And I think these people, those people are seeing these indictments and calling bullshit on them. I think that's what you're seeing here, and all these other factors. All right, now let's look at this. This is a border in Arizona. This happened just after the Biden administration sold $300 million worth of border wall parts. So. Yeah, this video really pisses me off, honestly. Apparently, borders really don't exist under the Biden administration. Just in case there's sound. Okay, there's no sound. Yeah, look, they're just walking in. They're just walking in. They're just walking in. Yeah, you're seeing it. This is on Arizona. These are like floodgates or something like that. People are just walking through. They're not being stopped. They're apparently being videotaped by someone. They're not being stopped. So there you go. Borders don't exist under the Biden administration, apparently. People can just walk right in. These illegal immigrants. It's just bullshit. Like, why are we letting this happen? And then, not only that, they're going to get the benefits of being in America. The benefits, that we afford illegal immigrants. Why are we affording illegal immigrants any benefits? But I mean, you can't see this and be like, what the fuck's going on? I'm all for immigration, but you got to do it legally, which is, I guess if no one's going to stop you, it's kind of illegal, right? It's kind of legal, right? It's just ridiculous. There's just a bunch of people are just walking through these floodgates and like nothing, and they're not being stopped. Like, do we not have a border anymore? Or are we just saying fuck the border? I think we are at this point. But this is what you get under the Biden administration. A very easy open policy for what? For what? Now, the reason why Democrats like borders, don't like handling the borders because they think you're going to get the votes. I think that's why. They can get the votes. They can. This is just ridiculous. Oh my God. There we go. All right. Doesn't that piss you off? Doesn't that piss anyone off? You can just go in, walk. People can just go and walk through the border and not get stopped at all. Like I felt like the whole point of a border is to prevent people from coming in, and if you're not going to actually enforce the border, then what's the fucking point? All right, here we go. So breaking. Judge rules against Antifa defendants in default awards Andy Ngo $300,000 in damages over Portland attack. So there were 3 because each defendant was ordered to pay $100,000. So That's why you get 300. All right. The court ruled in favor of post-millennial senior editor Andy Ngo on Monday in his civil trial against the remaining three alleged Antifa defendants that had physically attacked him in June 2019 in Portland, Oregon. Defendant Corbin Catherine Belga, Madison Denny Lee Allen, and Sandwich Overkill shot deputy, dear Lord, were found liable by Judge Cineblastia for assault, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. All right. This court hearing was held in a virtual setting at the Multnomah County Courthouse on Monday after the three defendants were found in default on July 14th by the pretrial judge for not responding to Ngo's complaint, which is why they did not appear at the civil trial held earlier this month. Defendant Belay, Allen, and shot deputy were allegedly involved in the June 29th, 2019 attack on Ngo, in which he was brutally beaten by a mob of alleged members of the Rose City Antifa while reporting on an event in Portland, Oregon, according to Ngo's complaint. This attack received national attention and is most commonly referred to as the milkshake incident. Ngo was left severely injured and was admitted to the hospital as a result of this attack, causing a significant injury to Ngo's brain. According to Ngo's civil complaint, the three defendants were allegedly involved in a physical attack on Ngo, in which he had been assaulted with projectiles that include milkshakes and containers, in addition to being punched and kicked. The defendants, along with other alleged members of Rose City Antifa, had also struck him on the head and face with plywood hard-edge sign covers and carbon-hardened tactical gloves. The video of this brutal attack was submitted to court by Ngo's attorney, Dorothy Yamamoto. As evidence during the hearing, the investigative journalist, who is most famously known for his reporting on Antifa and far-left extremism, testified that the attack had caused significant emotional distress, trauma, which impacted his ability to work in the field as a ground reporter and videographer. The journalist explained that he had to undergo physical and cognitive therapy and was left with post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, following the attack. The incident also reportedly left Ngo with short-term memory issues. Ngo testified. While discussing damages, the attorney, Yamamoto, submitted evidence to the court that includes $1,405.60 invoice for an ambulance service and a receipt from Apple for $1,827.90 in regards to Ngo's phone being broken during the attack. Dorothy Yamamoto. This is Dorothy Yamamoto. Kind of looks like Andy Ngo, doesn't she? It's okay. I'm Asian. I can say those things. In addition, Ngo had testified that he had to opt into a security service for his family home due to anxiety and fear over continuous threats. Sorry, just doing it. Continuous threats. I just move, honestly. Yamamoto submitted a receipt showing that Ngo had paid $560 for security cameras, which has a $57.99 monthly fee. These security cameras, which were installed in August 2019, had an installation fee of $829, according to receipts. Ngo released a statement following the judge ruling in which he expressed gratitude for the decision and vows to continue to hold Rose City Antifa and its affiliates members accountable for their alleged physical attacks on him. I had a hearing today. The 3 default Antifa defendants in my No versus Rose City Antifa at TL lawsuit. The court heard the evidence about the brutal June 29, 2019 beating I suffered at a Rose City Antifa event where I was seriously injured. The court found that I was indeed battered and assaulted by Madison Denny Lee Allen, Catherine Coburn, Belay, and Sandwich Overkill shot deputy formerly Joseph Christian Evans. The court awarded me $300,000 to be split equally among these 3 attackers. No wrote. Today's small victory is a small vindication for the disappointing jury verdict earlier this month. Collecting on these judgments will pose serious challenges. However, I'm deeply grateful for the support of the @liberty_CTR and my counsel, Dorothy Yamamoto, George Michael, Harmet Dillon, James Butchall, and @Mark_Tramamil for believing me and helping me hold these attackers accountable for trying to violently silence my First Amendment rights. He continued. While it will continue to be a steep uphill battle to collect today's awarded damages, given the default defendant's history of invasion, I remain determined to hold Antifa and its members accountable for their violent attacks. No concluded. During the court hearing, the defense attorney for defendant shot deputy Cliff Davidson had filed a motion to set aside an order for default, asking for shot deputy to be tried before a jury. Davidson argued that his client was unable to respond to the order to appear in court due to living in a homeless encampment across the street from the courthouse and serving prison sentences in both New York and Oregon at the time he had been served. Okay, that's bullshit. Judge Shinablaze denied the defense attorney's motion and informed Davidson that he can file an appeal following her ruling. Defendant Sandwich Overkill shot deputy, 39-year-old trans-identified male, formerly known as Joseph Christopher Evans, has an extensive criminal history across several counties. On the same day that shot deputy had allegedly attacked, he is seen on video physically beating a separate individual on the head from behind using a weapon or tool. In May 2022, shot deputy was given a sweetheart deal by District Attorney Mike Schmidt office, where he was allowed to plead guilty to attempting to commit a Class B felony in exchange for no prison time. Charges of assault and unlawful use of a weapon were dismissed and he was sentenced to 36 months probation, which was violated twice in November 2022, January 2023. Shot deputy served only 7 days in county jail for the second probation violation. The other 2 defendants, Bellin and Yen, who both identify as transgender, shocking, very shocking, did not appear at the court hearing, nor did they have legal representation. Earlier this month, this was the civil trial. We all know about that. It's a bullshit trial. This guy's face is still fucked up. Hacker. Okay. Just skipping through this because I've already read all this stuff. All right. Furthermore, a separate individual named in the suit, Benjamin Patrick Boland, has reached a settlement with No before the civil trial began. The pre-trial judge had also dismissed Rose City Antifa for the suits on ground that an unassociated identity cannot be sued. Oh, okay. All right, so there we go. That's all the stuff going on with Andy. No, that whole he was, he couldn't be served because he was in jail at the time isn't a really good thing. They probably would have been able to figure that out. They probably would have tried to serve him in jail. So that's a bullshit complaint. Oh, I couldn't be served. I was in jail. Okay, so then they knew exactly where you were. So that was, accurate. That's funny. All right. So there we go. So yeah, Andy No has gotten some justice. Look, in my opinion, the only reason he didn't get oh man, the only reason he didn't get a guilty verdict for his lawsuit against those other Antifa members is clear jury intimidation to me. You get you have people that are known to go and be extremely violent towards individuals. Portland has very shitty 2A laws that prevent people that don't help people. You have people that go out and actually you heard testimony of people that dox people and then brutally attack people because of their opinions. You don't think at all they were intimidated, and then you have you have what's it called, the defense attorney, I guess, tell you I am Antifa and wearing an I am Antifa, and you're not going to be afraid that this lady's going to violate her ethics and dox you. Yeah, okay, sure. But yeah, in my opinion, that's the only reason that Andy No didn't get an actual guilty. Those fuckers were 100% guilty. You can't just admit on stand that I did something, and then whatever. All right, well, it's about that time, folks, where we talk about something very important, and that's Coffee Brand Coffee. That is the coffee I am currently drinking right now. Coffee Brand Coffee, delicious coffee company. Let's look at this. They got coffee. Looks like a coffee. If you love coffee, love good coffee, well, then you got a variety of options. You got classics from light to dark, and some Ethiopian light, double caffeinated for those people that really need them caffeine. Got bourbon flavored, but and you got a variety of other ones. But you have my personal favorite. My personal favorite is going to be on the next page. It's right here, French toast flavored coffee. Delicious. I have had a bunch of them, and I just ordered some. Should get some today, and I'm very excited because it's the best type of coffee I've ever had. Now, for those people who don't drink coffee, well, you have tea. If you're a tea drinker, you got tea you can drink. So nummy tea. Now you got classics: Earl Grey, English breakfast, green tea, chamomile, oolong. But you also got some fanciness: apple pie for them English Americans, and mint and detoxing. Variety of different teas. Now it is starting to get colder. And with cold, there is something called cocoa. And for those people that like some nummy cocoa, here we go. We got a variety, 3 different types of cocoa: velvety, rich caramel, and marshmallow. And I have yet to try the cocoa, but eventually I will try it, and I'm sure it'll be delicious. You like cold brew? They got cold brew. That's not good. They got gear. You want to wear some hats. But they also got snacks. They got some nuts and some saltwater taffy. So if you like those type of things, you got saltwater taffy. Along with Coffee Brand Coffee, it's a very unique. They roast, well, probably not unique, but they roast theirs to order, meaning that they don't start roasting them beans until they get ordered. They get an order from you. So that means it's as fresh as you could possibly get it without obviously going to a store or doing it yourself. Provided that store does the hand roasting themselves. You got 4,000 views, reviews. All of them, a good amount of, or majority of them, are 5 stars. So that really tells you all you really need to know. If a majority of them, are like, yeah, this is great shit, and obviously it's probably pretty good shit. Most of them give 5 out of 5. But yeah, it's just really good coffee. I really enjoy it, and you should really check it out because it's just so delicious. Now you see that coupon code. The coupon code right there, GHOST. But you also can use this referral link right here. Use this referral link, and It'll give me a gold star with Coffee Brand Coffee, as I am an affiliate, an ambassador, whatever you want to call it. So check out Coffee Brand Coffee, um, just so you can make me feel good. If you want to use, you can use coupon code GHOST right there. That also works as well. Now, if you use a subscription, because you have an option to do a subscription, if you use a subscription, that gives you 10% off, and they won't give you the coupon codes or the referral link, which gives you 5%. So there's no, stacking on top of anything. So that's just an FYI, but you can still use this referral link I have up. Even if you use subscription, you still use that referral link just so I get the points for guiding use Coffee Brand Coffee. Again, Coffee Brand Coffee, delicious company. I hope you check them out. All right, there we go. I have done my shameless advertising. It's very shameful. Dishonor me. Dishonor my family. I think my wife may have gave me some more food poisoning. I swear to God, that woman. All right. Here we go. All right. So we just talked about the other day, another COVID strain popping up. All right, hold on. I'll be back, guys. Sorry about that. Use the bathroom. All right. So, Biden. Biden. Oh man, sorry, man. That was. Okay. All right. Oh, sorry. All right. So Biden admin renews push for Americans to get COVID-19 boosters. The CDC and WHO are tracking another variant of COVID-19. So it's happening just in time for the election. Interesting. What happened in the last election? I wonder. That caused some distress among people. I mean, nothing of actual interest, right? Nothing of actual interest. Nothing true. The president, President Biden's administration is preparing another program to encourage Americans to get booster shots for COVID-19 in the coming months. The Centers for Disease Control Prevention CDC, has reported an increase in COVID-19 infections across the U.S., though it remains far below levels seen during the pandemic. The Biden administration plans to urge Americans to get booster shots this fall. Fuck you. An administration official told Fox News, Fox News. Have you ever watched, what's it, Fluffy? Fox News. Sorry. Didn't hear some beats. Fox News Business, Edward Lawrence. We will be encouraging all Americans to get boosters in addition to flu shots and RSV shots. I fucking hate the flu shot. Not because it hurts or anything, but because every time I get it, I get the flu, and every time I don't get it, I never get the flu. So, like, it's complete bullshit. Like, I swear to God, every single time I get a flu shot, I get the flu. And then every time I don't get a flu shot, I never get the flu during the whole flu season, like ever. Like, I never get it. So, the news comes days after the CDC and WHO revealed that they are tracking another variant on of the virus that causes COVID-19. I know, just in time for the election. Isn't it amazing how, like, convenient that is? I mean, not that anything nefarious would go on at all. No. Of course not. Nothing nefarious at all. But it is quite convenient, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying. Just quite convenient is all. The newly discovered variant, referred to as BA.2.86, has been designated as a variant under monitoring by the WHO due to a large number of mutation it carries. I know, very convenient, right? Nothing nefarious is going on, but very convenient, correct? The White House did not immediately respond to a request for comment from Fox News Digital. Today, we are more prepared than ever to detect and respond to changes in the COVID-19 virus. Scientists are working now to understand more about the newly identified lineage in these 4 cases. And we will share more information as it becomes available. CDC spokesperson Kathleen Conley told CBS News last week. Variant is one of dozens being tracked by national health agencies in the aftermath of COVID-19 pandemic. The booster program would come nearly a year after Biden declared the COVID-19 pandemic over in September 2022. Yeah, how many years was that after they said, 2 weeks to was it outpace the spread or something like that, to close the spread, whatever. Though he said we're still doing a lot of work on it. That's the end of it. So again, this is just, man, I'm really terrified, guys, aren't you? I mean, this doesn't seem very convenient at all, right? Not one bit. Not one bit at all, right? This doesn't seem convenient. Right? No one sees this as convenient, correct? I don't see this as convenient. All right, let's go. Just remember when this starts happening, what happened last time. I think this time we're going to see a lot more. Get that out of the way while I'm talking to you guys. I think we're going to see a lot more skepticism among the American people. Would hope, anyways. I would hope we would see that. Because last time, honestly, if you're not skeptical this time around, then obviously you weren't really paying attention. You didn't really care. Because look, this happened last time, and what happened? 2 weeks turned into 2 months. 2 months turned into 2 years. 2 years turned into now. So, it was just a long time. So yeah, but we'll see. We will see. We will see. I don't believe them at all, but whatever. All right, here we go. All right, Comer blasts efforts to obstruct GOP's Biden probe at every turn. Never been demonstrated in history. Comer said email evidence implicates Joe and Hunter Biden without a shadow of a doubt. Okay. Kentucky Representative James Comer blast efforts to allegedly obstruct Republicans' Biden family probe, as he said, as legal teams, banks, and bureaucracies are coalescing in an effort to stifle attempts to uncover the truth, all while claiming email evidence ties Joe and Hunter Biden into an influence peddling scheme without a shadow of doubt. Well, then release it. I'm really tired of these, congressmen and politicians saying, "Oh, I have proof. Then fucking release it. Don't give me this bullshit. Oh, it's because it's still under investigation, etc., etc., etc. No, if you're gonna go on live television and say I have the proof, release it. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't really like Joe or Biden. I really do think there's an actual scheme. He definitely got a cut from Hunter Biden's dealings. He definitely got it. So I definitely think they're 100% guilty. But if you have the proof, present it or shut the fuck up. That's just my stance on this at this point. We are facing obstruction like has never been demonstrated in the history of congressional investigations, he told Fox News' Maria Bartiromo on Sunday. Not only are we obstructed by the Biden legal team, we were being obstructed by the Department of Justice, we were being obstructed by the FBI, by the Secret Service, by the IRS, the Democrats on the House Oversight Committee, and next question is, will we be obstructed by the new special counsel David Weiss investigating this? Comer, who is pushing the investigations into alleged Biden influence peddling, said he believes the next bank records Republicans plan to subpoena will offer more details into Joe Biden's involvement in the deals under scrutiny. Comer's appearance on Fox News Sunday Morning Futures comes to days after he sent a letter demanding the National Archives and Records Administration, NARA, forks over unredacted emails involving then Vice President Biden and Hunter Biden relating to Ukraine and Burisma. I think we gave him 5 business days. 5 business days. Somewhere around Wednesday of this week will be the deadline. So today, we expect National Archives to cooperate with our investigation. We don't need to prove the purpose of this investigation. I think everyone knows now. Of the information Hunter Biden's already acquired, or House Republicans already acquired, Comer laid out findings he says will show that president used 3 pseudonyms in emails received from government officials, added some emails pertaining to Ukraine, and had Hunter Biden's attachments name attached to them. We have always heard the White House has said that Hunter Biden wasn't an employee of the government, wasn't part of any of the government. They couldn't understand why House Republicans on the Oversight Committee were investigating Joe Biden and his son Hunter Biden, because Hunter wasn't part of the government. If that's true, why is he receiving emails from the government? That's a good question. Sorry. Sorry about that. I was doing my cocaine. Just joking. Let's just see. So I said that. Okay. Comer additionally claims evidence against Biden is mounting every day and shows he's visiting Ukraine for the sole purpose of firing. Shows he visited Ukraine for the sole purpose of firing Ukraine Special Prosecutor Victor Shokin, citing a transcript interview with Hunter Biden's business partner Devin Archer, in which Archer said Burisma owners were squeezing Hunter for help from Washington. And of course, the Democrats tried to say, well, that could have been anyone in Washington. Well, what we've now learned is Joe Biden was using a fake email name to receive correspondence from his staff that he was copying Hunter Biden on, he said. Yeah. What they're talking about here, you have that viral clip of Biden basically admitting that shit, where he was like, yeah, I went to Ukraine and I was talking to the president, their president, and I was like, oh yeah, you have such and such amount of days before sorry, I'm trying to think what he said before, oh yeah, you have until I leave to fire this guy. If he doesn't fire, you're not getting any. Was basics of what he said, and then he's like, and then they did it. Like, what the? Okay, dude. But yeah, that was a very famous video, and it was really funny because he was all like, "Oh yeah, look how much of a badass I am," and you're like, "All right, dude, whatever." But yeah, so there's video of him actually admitting doing this, and although he was saying some other, like, it was something else, but let's be honest, that's what it was. Look, this is obvious that Joe Biden abused his powers as vice president for the sole purpose to protect his son, who was receiving millions and millions of dollars from this corrupt Ukrainian energy company. This email ties Joe Biden and Hunter Biden into this corruption scheme without a shadow of a doubt. Comer comments come after weeks after Attorney General Merrick Garland appointed U.S. Attorney David Weiss as special counsel in the ongoing DOJ probe into Hunter Biden, sparking backlash from Republicans, including Comer, who blasted the appointment as a joke. All right, there we go. But yeah, so that's more news on Biden. Yeah, come on. Look, again, I fully believe that, this is going to be proven, this is going to be accurate, this is going to be real, because, from every turn, it seems like, oh yeah, this is going on. Oh yeah, this is going on. Oh yeah, this is going on. So every time we see it, every which way, this is happening. But I really do, that you need to prove it. You need to present it. You need to prove it. Like, this is just getting ridiculous. And, I mean, yeah, they've had some stuff where they're like, oh, hey, look at this. Hey, look at this. Hey, look at this. And it's kind of been piling on. And Sorry, just seeing something here. On this topic, I got something else for me to look at. I don't even remember what I was saying. I got distracted. Squirrel. God, what the fuck was I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. I just found. I just found another report on it. What the fuck was I talking about? Ah! Oh yeah. So yeah, but yeah, just release the goddamn email. And you can prove, if you can prove that this fake name belongs to Biden, great. And if you can't prove that right now, then at least release the emails showing these type of correspondence instead of trying to like make it look like a bigger thing for views. That's what I think. Anyways, there's this thing that just got came up that we're gonna listen to. Right. No. Stop playing. I am not listening. Basically, so this is CNN makes a shocking pivot, says they're perplexed by corruption coming out of the Department of Justice as they continue to cover up for the Biden crime family. So yeah, apparently CNN even is agreeing. Like, look, it's bad when CNN is going against Biden or Democrats, period. You know that it's bad. So let's see what CNN is saying. Let us see. Let freedom reign.
Ellie, glad you stuck around here. So when we look at this evolution, it really is quite the evolution in a fairly short period of time, according to the New York Times. I know you've noted on multiple occasions just how long this investigation had dragged on. Have you ever seen a federal case play out like this before?
No, Erica, it's really inexplicable to me. I mean, first we had basically 5 years of behind the scenes investigation with no transparency, no action, and some questions being asked. What's taken so long? But in the last couple months, we've seen a pattern here. And Marshall just laid it out. We've now seen it play out 2 or 3 separate times. DOJ moves towards a very lenient disposition. They're just about to lock in that lenient disposition. And then there arises pressure, either through whistleblower testimony or through public scrutiny. And then DOJ backs off and says, actually, we're not going to do that now that it's been called out. We're going to try to up it a little bit. And then that happened again. And then they go all the way to appointing special counsel, the same guy who's been presiding over the case for 5+ years already. So I genuinely am perplexed by what DOJ is doing here. I think they've made a real mess for themselves, and now they're going to have to deal with the consequences of it.
So in terms of the mess and those consequences, look, public trust is certainly one of them. Is there anything that you see that DOJ could do, based on your experience, right, as a former federal prosecutor, to restore public confidence in this investigation? Is the only way to fix this a trial?
It may be, Erica. DOJ's sort of been in a darned if they do, darned if they don't posture on this from the start, but they've made it way worse by sort of careening back and forth here. It may well be that any deal is never going to be accepted as fair. So if I'm in David Weiss's shoes here, heaven help me, I would just say, look, we're charging everything we have. We're not in position to make a deal. It'll go to trial, and we'll let the jury decide this. I think that's the only way to restore any credibility to this matter.
Ellie, appreciate it as always, my friend.
All right, so there's that. Even CNN is no longer
Ellie,
believing.
Glad you stuck around.
Stop talking. Is no longer believing the crap, and it's bad when CNN's not even holding your water. I don't agree. They were damned if you do, damned if you don't. I don't agree with that sentiment, because it's supposed to be, the DOJ is supposed to be impartial. It's just supposed to search for justice, not search for political whatever crap. It's just like the Department of Justice is supposed to find justice, and it doesn't matter if the justice is for the guy you like or against the guy you don't like. It doesn't matter. Justice is supposed to be justice, period. And that's what I think about of the two. But yeah, it's supposed to be justice for justice. Like it isn't supposed to be, oh, it's just because I like this person, or injustice because I don't like this person, etc. It's supposed to be justice because justice is blind. That's why the the statue of not statue, but the fucking hell, the Lady Justice has a blindfold because justice is supposed to be blind. So this whole oh damn if you do, damn if you don't, no, that's just bullshit. It's not damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's go for justice. That's what you should be doing. All right. So, but yeah, things are going bad when even CNN's not holding your water. So there's that plus. All right. So now we got one last thing. So everyone's seen it. Keanu Reeves, humble guy, very humble guy. I think anyone who seen any of his interviews, any of his interactions, is a very humble guy. Now, I'm guessing it's like a tabloid magazine. Tabloid magazine posted a picture of Keanu Reeves. I guess he's on vacation with his family, and this is the picture and caption. He's a little overweight, okay. And the captions reads, he needs to shape up. Keanu Reeves blasted for chubby body while spending family day on boat. So he's on vacation, just chilling, just relaxing, just chilling. He's like, what? He's not like physically fit. He may have been like, okay, let me rephrase that. He's probably very physically fit, but he's not a jack dude with, he doesn't have a six pack or anything like that we probably saw in his John Wick films or any other films. He's like, what, 10 pounds overweight, maybe? Like, maybe a little more? So, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous that these people are blasting this guy for being like slightly overweight, if that. And he's 60. Now, why is this ridiculous? Why is this? Well, let me bring this up. This is ridiculous because this is the person that the same media, will tout as beautiful, brave, and stunning and all that. So this gigantic whale of a person is beautiful, stunning, and brave, but then a guy who's 60 and maybe 5 or 10 pounds overweight is a fat ass and needs to lose weight. So it's just ridiculous. That we excoriate, a guy who but yeah, we excoriate a guy who hold on, sorry. Probably should. Oh no. Fat whale. But yeah, these same media people are excoriating a guy who's, a couple pounds overweight, maybe. But then they praise this fat lard, which is Lizzo, and it's ridiculous. Like, this kind of like shows you like the bias of the media with men and women. Men, if you're just a little bit overweight, then you're like, oh, well, you're a fat ass. You need to shape up. But then you got this fucking whale walking around and, making earthquakes every time she steps like anywhere. And you excoriate her as beautiful, brave, and all that. Like, and even in dating apps, you see big and beautiful. Or, that's a category for women, big and beautiful. But men, you don't see big and beautiful, bald and beautiful, short and beautiful, nothing. Oh. So it's just funny. I just saw that. I found it hilarious that people are by people, I of course mean media, are excoriating Keanu Reeves for being slightly overweight. It's just so funny. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on X at @OfficialWGhost. You get all the links whenever I go live or when I'm going live there to make it easy on you. If you're watching this on Rumble, follow me on my Rumble channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, follow me on YouTube, but also come to Rumble and follow me on Rumble. This is my Rumble channel. I have enough people on my my daily show to have my own unique URL code, which makes me feel very special. So I appreciate that. But yeah, follow me there. On those, on either or, mostly Rumble. I like Rumble more. I don't like YouTube. I'm just doing YouTube more to get the audience, but I don't really have a high audience people on YouTube. But yeah, so follow me on those. I also have a gaming channel on Rumble. This is the gaming channel's code there. I need like 3 more people to get that unique code as well. So follow me on Gaming with Ghost. I've been playing Spider-Man. I might be stopping playing the Miles Morales one because it's really boring to me. Yeah, I find the Miles Morales one boring. So I might just end up just live streaming playing like Call of Duty or something like that. The new one's coming out. Also follow me on Kick. It's the same name for the channel for Kick. But mostly follow me on Twitter, and you can get those links of when I go live on various sites. So check me out there. I hope you all have a good day. Hope you guys like the video. Make sure to like the video and subscribe. All right, peace out. Oh, and check out Coffee Brand Coffee.